It's often been said that growing your own fruit and veg is like growing your own money. This isn't the only way your garden can supplement your budget. Hello and welcome to Gardening Naturally with Green Fingertips with me, Josie Rainbird, your natural gardening coach. Today I'm talking about how you can grow money in a roundabout sort of way. With more people now eating vegan, plant-based diets, or just including more veggies in their daily snacks and their meals, this can start to really push up your weekly shopping bill. But most of this you can grow at home. Another great way of supplementing your budget, I don't know about you, but I love cut flowers at home. I love the look of fresh flowers on the windowsill in the sunshine. It just really brightens the house up. It smells lovely and it just brightens the house up. Now, a bunch of flowers costs a lot of money. To me, it costs money. And if I can get away with maybe not spending the money on the cut flowers, I can spend more money on the food and what we need in the house. The cut flowers are nice, they are a luxury. I can grow these in my garden, and this year I have actually started to incorporate that into my garden plan. So by growing more cut flowers, more cuttable flowers in my garden, perennial flowers that will come back year after year, it's going to save me a small fortune on my sort of weekly food bill, because I always buy fresh flowers and it takes away from what I can buy on the food. So by doing that, it's going to save me a lot of money. So joining your local or online plant groups or gardening groups. These are fantastic for finding free plants, seeds, cuttings, and often surplus veg as well. So they're a really good way of growing your garden for free and supplementing your budget. Propagation and division. Now, it sounds like something mathematical, doesn't it? But it's not, I promise. Taking cuttings, you can take cuttings from friends and family. You can take cuttings from the gardening groups that I just mentioned. Collecting seeds for free. Different ways of propagating can actually really help you to grow your garden for free. So, as I say, taking cuttings, collecting seeds, but also dividing up perennial plants, bulbs, corms, anything like that, any rhizome type plants, dividing them up can actually give you more for your garden from what you've already got. So you can either then take these plants and then swap them with somebody else for a plant that you haven't got in your garden. You can plant them around your garden to spread the plants out and then fill the space. Division is a really good way of getting more from your plants. So recycling and waste disposal for like compost bins and kitchen waste. But there's a lot more here than meets the eye. Composting and compost bins are very good ways of reducing waste heading for landfill. It's a very good way of doing this. You can compost all sorts of things, from kitchen waste such as peelings, tea bags, anything like that, including waste paper and cardboard as well. So any like packaging and stuff that you get from Amazon, or letters, things like that you don't want to keep the envelopes, you haven't got anywhere to burn them, put them in the compost. As long as there's no plastic windows or anything involved in them, or anything plastic that won't compost down, you just take them out and then they'll compost down a treat. Take the bubble wrap out of any of the packed envelopes because they won't compost, but any of the paper or cardboard, absolutely fine. But that's a really good way of making sure that your details don't get out to anybody if you can't burn them, because once they're composted, they won't be readable at all. It's a really good way of reducing the amount of waste that you put out to the bin men. If you drill down on this subject, there are a lot of other savings associated with this type of recycling. You reduce the number of bin bags you use in a month or week, and the time spent emptying bins as well, because I can't say that's a lovely job. So you can grow from the kitchen waste that you've got, if you like. You can grow new crops from this waste. So you can use the stem of a lettuce, if you like. When you've finished with the lettuce and you've got the little stalk bit and the little bit of the leaves that you just cut off, you sit that in water. The same with celery as well. If you've got a stump of a celery, the nub end of a bit of celery, where the stem would be, sit it in a little ramekin or a little glass of water. After a week or so, roots will start to appear. Once you've got a good root system growing, you can plant that out, and then you've got your own lettuce plant growing or celery plant growing. So it's a very effective way of using waste that you would normally put in the compost bin to grow more plants. About composting is, if you have your own compost heap and it's rotated each year, you don't need to buy, if at all, if any, compost from the garden centres. It's saving you straight away. It can range from about £3 up to about £8 for a bag of compost, and depending on what you're using it for. So this can save you a lot of money. So if you're making your own compost and you can add in all your kitchen waste, paper and garden waste and all sorts of lovelinesses, you can make some really good quality, highly nutritious soil conditioners, saving you money and conditioning and feeding your garden. So you can't really ask more than that. You can also use your kitchen waste, as well as making compost. You can also use the kitchen waste, the peelings, banana skins, eggshells, all sorts of vegetable peelings and waste you can use to make food for your plants, to make liquid feed. So these feeds can be incredibly easy to make. They can take a little bit of time. So, if you make them in the autumn, let them sit over winter if you like, and then be ready for spring. They store really well, but they are so nutritious for your plants. They're going to save you a fortune on buying plant foods, liquid feeds, or granular fertilizers. And it's all natural, and the benefits are so much more than anything chemically produced. So if you want to see more ways to make your own natural plant feeds, click this video right here. And don't forget, if you learned something new today, give the video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. And I will see you in my next video. See you later.